So when we energize it, okay, it's hot. Anybody want to try it?
No. You go first. You go.
Oh, come on.
You got the proper gloves on.
Okay,
Wow.
so what I just did, I completed the circuit from one phase to another. Squirrel. The air is actually, remember I told you, the air itself is what? It's an insulator until it becomes contaminated. Once I did this, the air became ionized and allowed electricity to continue to flow. It'll continue to do that until it's interrupted, whether it's a breaker, a fuse, or the wind. So it could be anything like that. I also told you it takes 10,000 volts to jump a quarter of an inch. And this will continue to do this until I'm done. So if somebody says, hey, this stuff jumped out and got me 10 feet, they're full of it. So there's all kinds of stuff. I can make this thing go up and down and all kinds of neat stuff. So I did tell you, you were safe in your car. This is a rubber tire. My son had a very hard life. This is his tire. It ticked me off. But why is this? If you'll remember, during World War II, if you ever looked at the history, the president actually told tire companies, never use pure rubber anymore. You've got to add stuff. So what did we add? We added steel. We have steel-belted radials. But what went into the rubber? What went into rubber also was carbon. Carbon is actually a conductor. So I will show you. Somebody asked me, said this thing was 50 years old. No, I built this probably 21 years ago. This piece of smoke detectors. Yeah. This particular piece of wood is just strictly carbon for me burning. So it's conducting electricity, all by its lonesome. This piece of wood, and that's why you never use a branch. You can't hear. You may be able to see it a little bit.
Yeah.
You can see it.
This was in the oven. I had to stop home and pick up my peoples and my wood. My wife hates it when I do these things because I load the oven up with wood. So it dries it out. CATV wire. This is what you have in your house. It's just a weatherproofing. It is not an insulation. But if you can see it go right up to the communication area, you're good to go.
Question for you. How much electricity or how many amps are running through that thing right now?
Oh, this is minimal. I can tell you it's off the transformer. I won't touch it without my gloves on because I did it once. And I ended up against the wall.
Wow, you don't want to be doing that.
I don't want to do that tonight. This is a piece of rope, dielectric rope. Dielectric means you can use it on electricity. This was sold to a police department in Monmouth County, and they bought it for every patrol car so the patrolman could lasso the wires and move them.
What?
When I showed the chief this, I said, Chief, here you go, babe. He's going, what do you mean? I said, you just bought all this stuff. He goes, well, yeah, they told me it would be safe for my patrolman. I said, well, what do you think?
Send it back.
I think one of the salesman's son was trying to get a job in the police department. We're going to fly kites this weekend. Ooh. Just remember, if it's pure right out of the package, would that happen? Maybe not. This is dirty, got some contamination on it. It's going to do it. Firemen, I like to play with firemen. Water, conductor. Okay, what this little guy's doing, his armpits are starting to steam. They're smoking. So I have electricity flowing down the wire, through the water, coming up the fire hose, through the truck, and out this guy's arm and his armpits. Right, so he's smoking. He's the squirrel.
Wow.
So the fireman, and that's what I didn't tell you, we talk about step potential. Here's touch potential. Let's say this is energized, and I touch it. In my hand, out my feet. Smoked.